Hello and welcome to another episode of MVPete playing FM22 with PSV Eindhoven, and it kind of comes down to this. It's the 1st of January, we've got the January transfer window ahead of us, we are 4 points behind Ajax with a game in hand, and we face them today at home. No excuses, have to win. If we don't, it's going to be a mountain to climb to really try and catch them this season. So anything but a win here is very bad. Looking at where we've been recently, I mean, we've played our friendlies. We had a ridiculous 7-0 loss against, I can never remember how to say that team's name, Copenhagen. But yeah, look at this. Like, we had much more possession. We had more shots, although admittedly less on target, but an XG of nearly 2. But they managed to score 7 goals from an XG of 7.41. I'd like to point out that I don't play these games. Friendlies are done by my assistant manager. He then managed to get a 1-1 draw at home to Chelsea, and then 1-0 wins against Lazio and Salzburg. So I don't even know. But today we have Ajax. There's been some important developments. We have seen that Noni Madueke was Wonder Kid of the Year? There he is. Golden Boy, European Golden Boy. And he wins the World Under-21 Footballer of the Year as well. So, previous recipients of this award have been players like Wayne Rooney, Lionel Messi, Cesc Fabregas, Sergio Aguero, Alexander Pato, Mario Götze, Isco, Paul Pogba, Raheem Sterling, Renato Sanchez, Kylian Mbappe, Matthijs de Ligt, João Felix, Erling Haaland, Giovanni Reina, and now Noni Madueke. He is going to be under a huge deal. I don't see how we keep him. I really don't. And that terrifies me because he's our best player. He's been so good for us. 8 games, 7 goals, 3 assists, 3 player of the matches, managing an 8 in the league. Overall, 10 goals from 14 games. Unbelievable. He was even amazing last season. 11 goals and 13 assists from 24 appearances is nothing to wag your finger at. Honestly, he's unbelievable. But while we've got him in the January transfer window, we can use him. And we're going to use him today against Ajax at home. It's the big one. And coming back from those from the December break and from those friendlies, we have fitness issues. But so will they, so I'm not too worried. The team today is going to be Kolar in net, a back four of Mwene, Diamichti, Marthau and Max, a midfield 3 of Proper, Taliso and Götze, and then a front 3 of Boga, De Jong and Noni Madueke. Plenty of players on the bench. Van Ginkel's back from injury, but isn't sharp really for midfield and to be playing yet. Facundo Torres is back, but not fit. Vestergaard the same. I mean, we've actually got a clean bill of health for I think the first time since we started this season. So we've got options, just nobody's really fit. I'm really worried about Götze in the attacking midfielder role. We're probably going to have to swap him for Torres at half-time, but they both can only manage 45 minutes. So it sort of makes sense. Also dropping Gakpo for Boga is a big call, but he is ready to come off the bench and to deal some damage. We've just got to go out there and face him. I mean, there's so many players that are just going to be tired, but there's absolutely nothing we can do about it, and we've just got to try our hardest. Like I said, they probably going to have similar issues. Belotti starts, Corona starts, Daniel Vass. They've just got a really good team. Just a really good team. Get out there and impress me. We need to win today. We've been in good form. We've not lost in a good while, friendlies aside. There's just only a victory will really do us any favours here. And it looks like we've started on the front foot. De Jong playing through Madueke, who's kind of through on goal here. He takes the shot, but it is blocked behind for a goal kick. So must have come back off Madueke round the corner. We've had much less possession than Ajax, but we've definitely been making chances where they've made none so far. So I'm not too worried yet. Onana's already on a 7, so we are testing him. I mean, like, if we could keep this up, fantastic. But you never know. You never know. Ajax with their first shot on target in the game, but it looks like it was saved. Highlight. Diomicdi to Marthal. Plenty of bodies forward. Tolisso tries to find Madueke, but it's blocked. Tolisso wins the ball back. Proper. Marthal. Options ahead of him. Tolisso plays in Boga. Jeremy Boga is through on goal. Oh! Onana manages to push it behind. But that was great play from the PSV lads there. Max with a resulting corner. He's headed away by Tagliafico to Mwene. And the highlight breaks down. But this has been a very positive first half. We just need to get that goal. We get the goal, I think we can stay ahead. Oh, free kick hit from Max. Marthal's looking to latch onto it. It's in the net, but is it offside? I couldn't tell. It was too close. It was just too close. They're celebrating like it's a goal. It's been rewarded. We're in front. Great delivery there from Max. Marthal timing his run. Onana just gets stranded. And that's a great finish on the volley from the centre-back. And yeah, I mean, we'll see out this half as we are. But that is great stuff. Very pleased with that. Right, we're ahead. We're ahead. We're ahead, right. I'm going to start the second half as we finished. Maybe get a second. I'm not looking to hold on yet. They've only had one shot in the entire first half, so I don't feel that threatened. But we are playing it out from the back from the kickoff. Tolisso. Goetze finds De Jong in acres of space. Luke De Jong. Oh, it's blocked away. He had a glorious opportunity there to really, really cement his place back. I mean, he's been decent, but there's always more can be had from him. 55 minutes, and I am going to make some substitutions. Goetze was only supposed to play 45, so we'll bring on Facundo Torres for him. Everybody else seems okay. Diomicdi's not having the best game, but I'm sure we can deal with it. We'll confirm the sub and just keep an eye on things. Another free kick here, Max, and it comes all the way out to Onana. On the hour mark, Onana places the ball down to Blind. Ajax playing forward, Belotti's through here. Marcel was playing him onside, and he absolutely takes the net away with that one. I can't believe that. Just front to back, so quickly. Miranchuk can play him through. Marthal left him so much room. Oh, right. Tolisso's tired, which is unfortunate as he's been very, very good. I think Sangali is the natural replacement here. And Maduke's tired. It's all falling apart. We'll bring on Gakpo for Madueke. I don't feel good about it. We're going to stay positive. We're going to drop and encourage. And we'll see how this fares. We've got an XG of 2.2 here. We should be ahead. Tagliafico comes off. I'm going to go attacking. I think we can win this. He says. Instant highlight here for Ajax on the free kick. They've taken off Tagliafico, but they've got Schürrle over it. Kolar can try and stop it, but I think it was a save rather than the post. Oh, I hate this so much. I hate this so, so much. Miranchuk's come off for Ilic. I think we're going to go very attacking. And this could be it. We're going to encourage them one more time. See if we can make... Oh, instant highlight. Tecatito on the court, on the free kick even. It's headed over. Oh, I don't feel good about this at all. 90 minutes plus 4. Can we make anything happen? Finishes 1-1. And that could be it. We should have won. We should have won and we didn't. De Jong not taking chances. Torres coming off the bench to do nothing. Marthal, despite being our best performer, I think was at fault for Belotti's goal, unless you can kind of say Diomicdi left him. We created so many opportunities and just didn't take them. I mean, I feel like Matt Sharpness definitely played a factor here. Definitely played a factor. Right. We've still got a game in hand. We win that, we're 1 point behind. that does mean we require Ajax to slip up. Which isn't, you know, unheard of. But we're asking for a lot. Asking for a real lot. Where do we come back? I think the end of January. I think there's a lot of games to be played in here. If we can get through a good chunk of these. I mean, MVPete's doing well. Who's doing well in the league? Go ahead, Eagles. 20 and Wilhelm. I did see Wilhelm there, didn't I? We play them twice, home and away. And yeah, we'll come back for that game against the second game against Wilhelm, and hopefully in this period we've done nothing but win, and Ajax have slipped up a bit. It's kind of out of our control. I am gutted. I'm absolutely gutted. I mean, I did say I'd be shocked if we managed to keep Madueke and Max through this January transfer window, and halfway through it, Chelsea have come in with their big bags of money, and there's not a lot I can do here. I promised him that he could leave if we got a bid of £45 million. The bid is actually 48, coming up to 56. I did re-offer him out and no one else was interested at that value. So we've had to accept this Chelsea offer because I know exactly what would happen. If we rejected this offer, Madueke would be absolutely fuming, broken promise. He's one of the big players in the club. You know, he'd have the backing of the team. I cannot refuse this deal. I've been backed into a corner by this ludicrous amount of money. And I love Noni Madueke. I've absolutely had the most joyous time managing him here at PSV, and he's been amazing since I walked in the office. You know, first season, 24 appearances, 11 goals, 13 assists, 8 player of the matches, averaged a 7.62. And then this year, he's even better. 11 appearances, 7 goals, 5 assists, 3 player of the matches, averaging a 7.88. He's the best player in our team. And I have to sell him. I absolutely have no choice. He is an incredible player. And I'm going to miss him so much. But this is the problem when you have an English wonder kid in a foreign league. They're never going to want to stay. And okay, you get a big payday. But there's just no way, even with all this money, we can attract a player that's, I wouldn't say half as good, but maybe like 3/4 as good as Noni Madueke has been for us. It's just not possible. So, yay money, but for the team, for the here and now, it's a travesty. I mean, we don't know how much the PSV paid for Noni Madueke originally from Tottenham, but I can guarantee it was nothing in the realm of this kind of money. I'm so mad. I really am so mad. Oh, that hurts so much to accept that. I'm going to make a parting comment to him. Wonderful servant. Wish I'd kept you here. Best of luck in the next step. We'd love to keep you here. We understand that the opportunity was too good to turn down. Yeah, really did enjoy my time here, but my future lies elsewhere. Thanks for making it possible. I agree. This is the right time to move on. Cheers, boss. Holds me in the highest regard as a manager, and I believe me, Jadon Sancho, and Cristiano Ronaldo are on Noni Madueke's favoured personnel list. It's a genuine honour and a privilege to be on this list, Noni. And I wish you all the best, even though I genuinely hate Chelsea. He's just so good. I've been looking, obviously, in the meantime, for players to fill his boots, as it were. Because, I mean, obviously, you know, you get the bit of time when the offer comes in, we've offered him out again, that kind of thing. And honestly, I can't find anyone. I cannot find anyone who is anywhere near as good as Noni Madueke. So, yeah. Pour one out. Well, with the transfer window officially closed, I don't even know. It's been such a roller coaster. And we have bought some players and we have sold some players and we have encountered some problems, let me tell you that. Obviously, you saw the unfortunate incident of Noni Madueke leaving for Chelsea, but leaving us with bags of money. And as predicted, the bags of money weren't much use to us. Well, not really, anyway. Like, we couldn't find a player of Noni's ability for the first team squad. No one of that ability wanted to sign for us. Even though we had the money, they just wouldn't. Another issue has been the wage cap on players. Now, that has made things doubly hard. Because there were certain players that came up that we could put the transfer money in for, who wanted to play for us, but we couldn't pay them what they wanted to be paid. Mainly ex-Premier League players. I mean, just as an example, we nearly brought Donny van der Beek back to his homeland. He unfortunately went to Southampton in the end for £23 million. I'd have loved to have brought Donny back, a Dutch international with 20 caps, the next Man United player who, I'm a fan of. But no, we couldn't afford his 70k a week contract. So, I mean, this is the thing. I don't know if I should really look at what the tax thing is, because in the Premier League you get taxed quite heavily. So, I don't know. Either way, we missed out on Donny. We missed out on a few others. Is this how you sell? Yep. Yusuf Demir being another one. £12.5 million was his buyout. We put it in. We offered him a contract. He didn't want much in the way of money. He definitely didn't want 77 grand from us. And I thought this would have been a perfect Noni Madueke replacement. I mean, he's not as good as him, clearly. But, same position, 19 years old, 7 caps for Austria. Clearly a quality player. So I thought, great, I've done it. Mission complete. Nope, West Ham came in and this is the outcome. So, really gutted about that. But because of this, I brought in a different wonder kid. And I'm still pretty pleased with it. I'm pretty pleased with all the transfers we've made. But here we go. So, we start with Antonin Barack, who came in basically at the beginning of January. His contract was up at the end of the season. So, he came for cheap, £2.6 million from Verona. And then proceeded to rate a 10 in his first game, in which he scored 4 goals. I thought I'd just broken the game. He's been good since, but that was ridiculous. On his debut, 4 goals. Unbelievable stuff. Genuinely, I've never seen anything like it. Honestly, 4 goals, 1 assist. He got the man of the match, unsurprisingly. But yeah, midfielder, can play further forward as well. He's just got good stats. I mean, he's very good physically. He's got good jumping reach. He's tall, he's strong. Helps with our aerial presence going forward. And he's got decent finishing, really good heading, and pretty decent long shots as well. And can pass. So, to me, Antonin Barack is the complete package. And for not a lot of money, very happy to bring in a player of this quality. So, really happy to have him on board. After that, we had an issue with Agu, who... Oh, that's the wrong button. Felix Agu wanted to leave, basically. So, we sold him for £4.5 million. He was a 2.5-star player. We made a massive profit on him. And I'm sad to see the back of him, but it allowed us to bring in Hans Hattabora from Roma, 29 years old, Dutch international. Can that screen go away? £7.5 million total. And yeah, he was on the transfer list. I really like him. Really, really like him. He's very pacey up and down the wing. He can cross, he can pass, he can tackle. So yeah, good to have him, and he's a positive influence. Dutch international definitely helps. And this is where we spent some of the Noni Madueke money. Benjamin Sesko or Thethko, I don't know. He's Slovenian, so I don't even know. I knew it, Slovenian, but that's definitely not right, is it? I mean, he's a 19-year-old wonder kid, and he's very good. He's very, very good. Yeah, we paid 40 million total for him. I think we only paid 20 up front and then a 20 over 3 years. So, it's not too bad. But yeah, he's going to be unbelievable. Unbelievable. What a player. And I've been playing him as a complete forward. That might not be the best idea. He is 6'4", can head, is strong. Maybe just having him as a pressing forward would be better for now. Or maybe just run off the advance forward. We'll see how we get on with Benjamin Sesko anyway. And then we brought in Emiliano Buendia. He did show up as a 4-star on my scout report. He's coming at a 3. I think he probably is a 3.5 in truth. But genuinely wanted some competition on the right now that Noni's gone. He can cross very well. He can dribble very well. He's quite pacey. So I was very happy with that. Until it actually got to signing him. And he wanted he would not sign unless he was promised to play in the middle as an advanced playmaker. So, thinking short term, I signed him anyway. And we'll see how we get on with that. Hopefully I can play him enough in both positions for it to be okay. But £30 million, I pretty much did the same thing. I think it was 13 up front, 17 over 3 years. I think he's a good enough player. But, it would have been better at 4-star. I think he will be a 3.5 in total. But it's nice to have a right-footed crosser of the ball as well. And, even if he's playing in the middle, he'll drift out wide. So it'd be great to have that kind of ability going on to some strong headers from Barack, from De Jong, and, putting the ball in behind for our new lad, Sesko. That's the ins. The outs, obviously, Noni Madueke was the big one. We also sold... Oh, there was a few. Lenzema, I can't remember when he went. Yeah, it must have been recently. Sold him for £2 million. He was never getting in the first team. Didn't really want him. Sean Longstaff was just unhappy and causing problems, so we sold him for £6 million. So that's a tidy bit of profit there. He only ended up playing 3 games for us in total, 1 start and 2 off the bench. I don't think it was a bad move to bring him in because we sold him for a massive profit, so I'll take that. Obviously, Noni Madueke, how is he getting on, by the way? He's been given the number 17 shirt, and he has played no games. Great. What a move for your career, Noni, there. Obviously, we've seen Agu leave, and then that was kind of it. The rest of them are bit players and under 18s and under 21s and such. So, we come to the game today with a bit of a new look side. I really struggled. I cannot emphasize this enough. I really struggled at bringing in quality because I was looking at the whole squad and we had great depth, but I was thinking, right, I just need better players. There weren't really any at all. So we have the cream of the crop here, which is sad to think. But today, in net is going to be Kolar, a back four of Hattabora, Diamixti, Marthau and Max, a midfield 3 of Van Ginko, who's back from injury, Taliso, and a first start of his career at PSV for Buendia, and then a front 3 of Torres, De Jong, and Boga. I know you want to see Sesko, but I did just play him in the past 2 games, and De Jong's losing some sharpness. So I'm going to start with him, and then if things don't pan out, Sesko's waiting on the bench. We did have an issue with Cody Gakpo. He is very unhappy. Juventus came in for him, and quite cheekily, I thought, only offered 15 million quid. Unsettled Gakpo then came back in with 25. And you know what? I sold Noni. I cannot afford to sell Cody as well. I just won't be able to bring somebody in. Not who's this good. And it was very much that it was during the last few hours of the transfer window. So I really wouldn't have been able to replace him. And to be fair, I'd rather just have him. Short-term me wants Cody Gakpo, not 20-odd million quid, who I can't really bring anybody in with. So yeah, he's unhappy, also unfit, so he's missing today. I've kind of just wrote off Vinicius now. We've brought in Sesko, because between Sesko, De Jong, and Barto, we'll never need another striker again. Barto up to 2.5 star and he's improving nicely. I might just sim a few years in the future just to see how good this guy gets, because he looks incredible. He's going to end up at a top team one day, and he's just going to rock the Champions League, and it's so cool to think he came through our youth system. But yeah, I mean, Götze, we've got a pretty much clean bill of health. Teze's just had a small knock, but everyone else is back and improving in fitness. So, yeah. Right, let's get into this game. We have to give a number to Emiliano Buendia. I'm going to call him Emi Buendia, as most people in England do. We are short of numbers and can't really change much around. So I am going to give him the number 31. No, sorry. I'm a Coheed fan. 33. If you know Coheed and Cambria, you know why I've done that. If you don't, go listen to Coheed and Cambria. They're great. And that's all I have to say on the matter of Coheed and Cambria. So, yes. Right. Dressing room. We're doing well. Let's keep that run going. I did mean to show you how we fared during January in our fixtures, but completely forgot because, you know, transfers are way more fun to talk about. And at the end of the day, I can show you after this game as well. So we are attacking. We are away from home. Philip Max with a free kick. Nearly bends it in the top corner. I think it came off the crossbar. Marçal with a header there. It comes out to Torres. Can he put it back in? Plenty of big players still up. Buendia. And Buendia's been fouled. I thought that was a penalty. Oh, it is a penalty! I mean, 3.5 minutes in, Buendia is already showing he can win a penalty. And I'm a big fan of that. Massive fan. Oh, it's a no... I did think that whole thing was a bit weird. There was... anyway, okay, right. That's... Oh. Oh, Facundo, no. No, Facundo. I'm short of wide players now. Singali can play on the right. What's he best playing as? Inside forward. Inverted winger. Attack. We'll do that. And Boga on the left. I'm really struggling with wide players now that Buendia doesn't want to play there. That's a massive, massive problem if Facundo is injured for a long time. Doesn't look good 10 minutes in. We'll make the change. Hopefully Singali is not going to be too worried about being out wide. He's a top player, so he shouldn't be. I'm probably going to go very attacking here. We're dominating possession and we're making chances. We just need to put one away so we can go ahead. And then Tolisso has picked up a knock as well. We're falling like flies, and I don't like this one bit. Singali would be the natural replacement for Tolisso. So what I'm going to do is bring on Barack, who can play in midfield. And at least you get to see him as well. He's not been, you know, a 4-goal-a-game player since his debut, but he has been good. I quite like him. So he can come on. And hopefully we can get through the rest of this game unscathed in terms of injuries. We can't buy a goal, can we? Ah, they've not had a shot. They have not had a shot. I think if we keep going, we can score here. I'm going to encourage them as well. Just need something here. Buendia's not doing too well on his debut. Highlight here, Sparta kicking it out from the back, and Kolar can easily pick that up. We have them penned in. That clearance might have just opened up a few bits of spaces here. Van Ginkel to Boga. Max on the overlap. Buendia finds him. In behind for Singali. Lucas Singali playing out wide. No problem. No problem at all, sir. Great play there from Buendia to release Max. Boga good with some hold-up play. Finds the playmaker. Max beats the offside trap. And Singali just holds on to his man. Cuts inside. And just has to tap it home past the goalkeeper. And I'm very happy with that. Very happy indeed. So we'll praise them. Drop back a little bit so we can take a bit more possession. And hopefully they'll hit us on the counter. But they kind of look down and out at this point. I was about to make a change on the 70th minute. However, Max has a free kick. Free kick? Corner even. And De Jong from the back post. You don't score many corner goals anymore in FM. But that was a great one. Back post, towering header from Luca de Jong there. And two of our better players combining for the goal. And then we can definitely make the substitution. So we can be happy with de Jong's play there, and he gets his goal, and then we can bring on the man we all want to see, Benjamin Sesko. Looking around, I mean, will Buendia mind moving up to the right now? Because I'd like that. So let's do it. Gertz is not fully fit. Proper can come on for Van Ginkel. Oh, we can't make any more substitutions. Oh, yeah, because Sesko's come on. We've had 2 injuries. I'm going to do it anyway for the good of the stream, the good of the recording, because everyone wants to see Sesko. But I didn't like how I came back in and Buendia on a yellow card was making a sliding tackle. But yeah, probably not the best in terms of keeping everybody fit and ready, but good to maybe see him score a goal. Sparta do seem to have the ball in an attacking area. Considering how woeful they've been, I'd be really annoyed if they score a goal. It was a speculative shot outside the box, and I think it was the first of the game. It was. With an XG of 0.03, it was a pretty difficult chance for the Sparta player to tuck away. Barack wins the header there. The 6'4", strong heading midfielder wins the ball. We like what we see. Sesko in behind, and scores the goal via a defender. I mean, I can't give him the goal, but if he doesn't put the ball in, it doesn't end up in the back of the net. So I will award that one to Sesko. Great play there from our new signing. Very nice. 3-0 now at 80 minutes. We can be pretty happy now. I think this game is nice and done. Maybe we can get 1 or 2 more to shorten the goal difference to Ajax. That'd be nice. Barack picks it up, plays in Sesko. Oh, I thought we were about to see him score his first goal. Let's just drop back to balanced. I'm going to drop some praise as well. We've got a lot of fixtures coming up in quite quick succession. I think the European groups are coming back round as well. So going to be plenty of extra games. We're still in the Dutch Cup as well. Unlike last year where we absolutely crashed out of it. Ajax are out of it this time though. So I think if all else fails, we're in with a decent shot of the Dutch Cup. Woohoo! Singali to Hattabora. Sesko couldn't quite get past his man there. Cedric being tracked by Hattabora. It comes off him. Comes back in, and Boyd with the header. It comes off the crossbar. Kolar, I don't want to say had it covered, but it was he was tall enough. He was tall enough. Max down to Boga, looking to break. Sesko has some pace, and so does Boga. Keeps on running. Oh, he's been brought down there quite maliciously. It's not a card. Max with the resulting free kick. Marthal up for the header, but it's cleared away. All the way back to Van Ginkel, and that's the end of the highlight, and I'm assuming the end of the game. Not a debut to remember for Buendia. I know he wasn't perfect, but he was instrumental in what the build-up for Singali's goal. And I think it was a good performance all round. Max with a 9.1. Unbelievable. He's such a good player. Such a good player. 2 assists. 1 from the corner and then 1 from wide. But a good team performance. I am very worried about the 2 injuries to Tolisso and Torres. Nice work, everybody. Please don't be a season ender. We need both of them. Definitely one of them. We can't. Okay, Torres is out for 3 weeks. We can live with that. Talisso's 1 or 2 days. We can do that. De Jong has 9 goals, so he's 1 goal away from a 72 grand bonus. Very nice. Buendia makes his debut. Wasn't perfect, but Philip Max, as always, Mr. Consistent. A legend of the game, especially for PSV. I mean, how good has he been? He's been averaging his average rating is better than Noni was. 14 games, 6 goals, 7 assists, and 5 player of the matches. Nearly an 8. Honestly, I know he's wanted, and I cannot let him go. He's never leaving, but I can't believe he wasn't the one that I was fighting to keep no one's come in for him. It's crazy. So yeah, now we can look at the league table as it stands. So we still have a game in hand on Ajax. We are 5 points behind them. So if we win that game, we'll end up 2 points behind them. And we still got to play them one more time. So it really could all come down to that. And I'm pretty sure it's away because we drew the home leg. Yes, we drew the home leg. So we've got to beat Ajax away to have any shot over winning the league. But we are keeping pace at least. So are Feyenoord, in all fairness. I didn't expect them to be this close to us. We did beat them, so that's good to see. Looking at our schedule, the games that we've missed. So I think the last game we saw was Ajax. It's been a while. So we had that 6-2. Yeah, it must have been because this was Barack's debut. The 6-2 demolition of Hercules. Yeah, 4 goals from Barack. That's kind of all you need to know about that. Facundo and Vinicius chipped in as well. The worst team in the league, currently bottom with 5 points. We conceded two goals to, which I wasn't too happy about. But De Jong, 2 for Boga, Singali, and Vinicius scoring in that one as well. Won our Dutch Cup with 2 goals from Vinicius against Groningen. Niemgen, we did drop points to, and this was a tough one to take. We dominated them, but just couldn't make our chances pay. 13 shots on target with an XG of nearly 2, but couldn't break it down, couldn't get that goal. To put that into perspective, if we'd have won that game, we'd have been, and we win our game in hand, we'd be above Ajax. That's how important it is. Dropping these points. Then we had our next Dutch Cup round where we needed penalties to get past FC20. Cody Gakpo getting the goal in that. Yet again, it was a long game, but we definitely should have done better. We then followed it with a 4-0 victory against Vitesse. De Jong, Max, Barack, and Torres on the score sheet. More drop points against Wilhelm in the derby. Barack scoring the goal, Max getting set off for a second yellow card right at the death when we were really going for it. This was Sesko's first game and probably shouldn't have started him, to be fair. So I could take the flak for that one. But look at that. They only had 4 shots and 1 on target. What are you supposed to do? 16 shots on target with an XG of 2. And then what else did we do? We had our other league game against Herenveen. Singali and Gakpo getting the goals in that one. So yeah, we've been good, but dropping these points against Niemgen and Wilhelm, it's costing us. I don't want it to be these draws that cost us at the end of the season. I mean, the next if we beat Ajax away, or at least not lose, we're in with a shout. That's going to be the decider. That is going to be the decider. So we can come back for, I guess, our second knockout round in the Euro Cup, because all these teams we should win. So we'll come back for then, and we'll see what happens. I've been MVP. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.